Welcome back to OverG Fighters. If you remember, last time we were going to bomb the hell out of the Mexican coast, which this time of the year happens to be in Nicaragua. Thanks for pointing that out. We have a couple of planes to unlock in this area, but none of them at this stage of the operation. So let's pick what sounds the easiest.
Here, we have confirmed an enemy squadron approaching an allied land base. It's our frontline base. We cannot allow it to be destroyed. Gargoyle, intercept immediately. Shoot down the approaching enemy aircraft. Your targets are enemy attack aircraft and their escort fighters. Your first priority is downing those attack aircraft. Your launch time is 1100 hours. That is all. Stay sharp.
Right, so I don't remember exactly, but have I finished a single mission on the MiG-29? No, I don't think I have. Let's give it a chance. What does our co-pilot think about it?
What? Are you testing me? It'll do, I suppose. I'll show you the difference of rank.
I wasn't aware we had any kind of ranks in this Energy Air Force. The standard loadout should carry us through an air-to-air mission just fine. One of the fuck-ups with this plane's design is that when you look at it from the front, you can clearly see the engines. And the blades of the compressor turbines show up like fucking headlights on the radar. Well, that's one way to make a mission longer. Don't spawn any primary targets. Thanks, game. That's just what I wanted.
Engaging air target.
I'm not waiting for a full lock-on anymore. It's unnecessary.
Gargoyle 2 has been locked up. Defending. Gargoyle 1, splash 1.
As you see, the HUD in the MiG-29 is not like the one in Su-27, it's in English. It's one of the many reasons I prefer that other plane. Its messages are ridiculous.
I've got towed.
Could we please get to the primary target? We've still got 3 of them to kill. Ah, crap. These are semi-active radar homing missiles. I need to keep the lock on the target until they hit. Fuck that.
I've got towed. Gargoyle 1, splash 1.
Our targets are again the two 160 bombers.
Gargoyle 1, good kill. Gargoyle, clean sweep. No targets remaining. Mission accomplished. Head home immediately.
Alright, 6 kills of rare and experimental aircraft. This game really lets you live the dream. Now let's do a mission to unlock something.
I'll now brief you on the mission and current situation. The enemy has strengthened its base perimeter defenses in response to our advances. Moments ago, patrol aircraft deployed from an enemy base. They're heading this way. Gargoyle, deploy immediately. Shoot down those patrol aircraft. Once you've cleared the skies, our ground forces will secure the installation. Your launch time is 1200 hours. That is all. We're depending on you.
Gotta say, those pre-mission maps are doing an absolutely terrible job of informing you which targets you're supposed to engage. Or even whether you're supposed to engage air or ground targets.
Huh, this'll do. Not a bad airframe at all. Let's go.
I'm guessing it's the air targets, but I am going purely by the loadout. Just a reminder that instead of this loading screen trivia, the previous game in the series had archive footage of planes actually flying. Oh, the target's right here. I like this.
Air targets? These suckers are going down. I've got tone.
And what's my missile doing? Now look, more Yak 141s. We're in a universe where they're being mass-produced, apparently.
Sayonara, you bastard!
Aren't you supposed to be Italian?
Gargoyle 1, Splash 1.
And I'll duck behind the mountain to hide.
Gargoyle 1, Splash 1. Gargoyle 2's been locked up! Let me shake this dog off!
Oh, lucky bastard, he's survived a hit. Not for long. Nah, he won't get away. While Alfred is practicing his Japanese, we still have 2 targets to go.
Chow! Get this idiot!
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Gargoyle 1, good kill.
How are they tracking me with their radars when I'm right behind them?
That's right, you saw that, didn't ya?
Alfred, shut up and keep reading your phrasebook.
Sayonara, you bastard! Gargoyle, clean sweep. No targets remaining. Mission accomplished. Head home immediately.
I got an S rank and an F-16 AM. Something from the breakfast menu. Whatever you do, do not feed them after noon. So, is this F-16 AM going to be something we haven't seen so far? A brand new plane? An radical jump forward in terms of capabilities? Or is it just going to be a reskin of the F-16? It does not matter which of these 4 missions I pick, they're all equally worthless.
Now for the mission briefing. You will recapture an Allied ground base currently occupied by the enemy. This base is a fuel depot. It's an important strategic strong point for both sides. Gargoyle, deploy and maintain air superiority over the depot.
We've also confirmed the approach of enemy fighters. Shoot them down before they reach the depot.
Your launch time is 1,000 hours. That is all. We're counting on you.
They have almost exactly the same, but not quite the same model, and if you look at the stat diagram, it's showing that the AM is slightly better. And the description says it comes with the IFF. Yes, for the first time, they can tell friend from foe. I'm not sure they got this right in translation.
I suppose. Okay, this one will do just fine.
Are there any planes she likes? I suppose it's just the A-10. Oh, game, you should have mentioned this. Yeah, this F-16 can carry the AIM-9X, which is a massive boon. But I'm not going to fly a mission with Mavericks, sorry, their range is pitiful. Since I'm playing on beginner and everything regenerates, I'll just pack a couple of slammers again. By the way, I'm kind of wondering, what happens with your flight physics when bombs just pop onto your hardpoints? Your loadout does affect the mass, and the performance of the plane overall, so I'm kind of wondering what happens with all this on beginner, because you no longer have the luxury of dropping some of the heavier ordnance and fighting lightweights. Oh, and as you see, they did not bother writing a new description for this model.
I've got tow.
More Yak 141s. Wow.
Gargoyle 1, head dead ahead. Gargoyle 2, Fox 3.
Gargoyle 1, good kill.
You're not getting away.
Alright, it's time for some war crimes. Let's give our cluster bombs a shot.
Gargoyle 2 has been locked up. Defending.
And another one.
Gargoyle 1, great shot. You're not as bad as I thought. Gargoyle 2, my gun's been hit. I can't get rid of him. Good kill.
Only 2 targets are left, and wouldn't you know it, I've got 2 slammers waiting on my hardpoints.
Huh? You've got to be kidding.
Gargoyle 1, splash 1.
Yeah, but what about the ground target?
Gargoyle, clean sweep. No targets remaining. Mission accomplished. Head home immediately.
Lots of things killed. These have been the easy missions of the operation. And now we're going on to the dreaded yellow ones, and the next yellow one is actually one of the worst missions in the game.
Here's your mission briefing. Of utmost importance in this mission is the elimination of long-range radar installations and AA ordnance dispersed around the perimeter. Without the neutralization of these positions, it is difficult for Allied squadrons and fleets to approach the enemy. Avoid the radar and SAMs by approaching from the valley. Destroy those facilities by low-level attack. Due to the complex topography of the valley, you'll need all your maneuvering skills and pinpoint accuracy to pull off this attack. Your launch time is 1,400 hours. Everyone, don't lose focus. Stay sharp.
While the F-117 may be tempting in a mission where you're supposed to fight air defenses, the actual best plane for this mission is probably the Su-27. Except I'm going to adjust my loadout slightly. Anyway, so this mission, as they said in the description, features flying through a canyon to take out some long-range missile batteries, long-range radars or something. And if you have this question inside your head of how can it be a long-range radar station or a long-range SAM battery if it's stuck inside a canyon and cannot really attack anything that's outside of that canyon, keep that question to yourself, because the game is not going to answer it. The game has already suggested that you fly through the canyon, which is the worst way to play this mission, so yeah, don't trust it much. Here's a Death Star trench run.
Hold in sights, Rangers, not 13 and 19. Extreme caution is advised, Gargoyle flight.
So, welcome to my 4th attempt at beating this motherfucking mission. It's a bitch. As you see on the minimap, there are enemy planes in the area, but they won't touch you if you stay low. And staying low includes not only flying through the canyon, but slightly above the ground level, which is what I'm going to do.
Gargoyle 1, Mud 13. You are 5 o'clock. Gargoyle 1, Stinger 13.
Did you see on the radar how quickly that site got a lock and fired a missile at me? You do not want to stay in the canyon because everyone there works like that, and usually they only need one hit to kill you.
Высота низко. Высота низко. Высота низко. Высота низко. Высота низко. Jackmaster Gargoyle, contact. Multiple ground targets. Hostile. Высота низко. Keep your eyes open on your approach.
Gargoyle 1, Stinger 19. You are 12 o'clock.
Alright, fail the first pass. Naturally, if you're playing with limited ammunition, this is where you restart the mission. Say, have you noticed this warning the game's buzzing at me when I'm flying very low? It's this one. So I suppose they googled the translation for altitude low, except they misspelled altitude on the HUD. It's missing a vowel, and the word for low is not an adjective as it should be, but an adverb. So it's not telling me my altitude is low by itself, it's telling me it's placed somewhere low. But that's not the reason this warning message is the one thing that kept me going through all 4 attempts at this fucking mission. This phrase just happens to sound almost exactly like a different phrase you could say in Russian. It sounds almost exactly like someone politely addressing a woman and telling her that she is a Satanist. Вы сатанистка.
Высота низко. Высота низко. Высота низко. Высота низко.
Gargoyle 1, Mud 19. You are 12 o'clock. Gargoyle 1, Stinger 19.
Gargoyle, more likely Mud 13 your present position. Use caution. Sector intel is not complete.
Alright, we've done the easy part. I'm not sure what she's saying when I'm pushing the stick. I should probably check it out to hear the full phrase in free flight. But "you're a female Satanist" is my favorite.
Высота низко. Высота низко. Высота низко. Высота низко.
Here I am, replaying for the 4th time an incoherent disaster of a trench run mission, and my warning system is yelling at me that I'm a female Satanist. You have to admit, not many flight simulators offer you quite the same experience. By the way, I'm taking this long detour into an area where the developers didn't even bother to place any air defenses, because most of my previous runs, actually all of my previous runs, ended on trying to take out the second SAM site. It's protected by mountains, other SAM sites, and a conveniently placed bridge.
Gargoyle 1, Mud 19. You are 12 o'clock. Gargoyle 1, Stinger 19.
Ah, fuck, we'll have to do another run. By the way, if you take too long here, your operator, your controller, will start bitching at you that, you are holding up their other operations. Well, if this was so important, they should have sent more planes here. I'm starting to think this mission could be easier if you took a whole bunch of guided cluster bombs and just carpet bombed the pads where these SAM sites spawn. Whatever you do, do not fly over the canyon, they'll just riddle you with missiles in seconds.
Gargoyle 1, Mud 19. You are 5 o'clock.
while we are stuck here, might as well talk about the unlockables, since we've already unlocked a plane that's almost exactly like a plane we already have, the F-16AM. A New Game Plus mode in this game offers you a whole bunch of these planes, almost exactly like the ones you already have. Obviously, each of those unlocks comes with a brand new achievement, but gameplay-wise, they're rubbish, they're pointless, they're just padding. And to unlock the updated Gripen, you need to finish the exact same mission that unlocked the base Gripen, instead of picking some other option at that point in the campaign. It's kinda like negative replayability.
Gargoyle, site is destroyed. Good work.
And it's over and you did not have to see 15 minutes of failure footage.
The enemy radar positions were successfully destroyed, but we lost a lot of time. Due to this, the fleet rendezvous will also be delayed. This delay in mission start has given the enemy valuable time to prepare. Deal with the problems quickly. That is all.
Oh, look, a Strike Eagle. Is it unionized? Let's fast forward the replay up until I kill the first target. Because I kinda want to see how my missiles were missing at such a close range. And with my almost immaculate aim. Okay, my aim was shit, but you expect some kind of maneuverability out of a missile that's modeled like an air-to-air one, right? I like missions featuring low-level flying. Trench runs, not so much, but something where you're flying below treetop level? Now that's nice. Okay, I'm not sure what was up with that smoke trail. I think it was a combination of my missiles and the SAM launched at me at the same time. That's another plus of jumping these SAMs from the outside of the canyon. They may get a lock on you, they may launch a missile at you, but the missile does not have the room to maneuver. Still, I wonder why they placed no defenses on the outside of the canyon. That would have been helpful. Perhaps they were not expecting a female Satanist to attack them using terrain for cover and, tactics and genuinely willing to live. That's a big one. Oh, and this time their missile detonated behind me. I suppose it makes sense. A lot of these SAM sites were rigged so that their missile would detonate if it ends up further away from the SAM site than the target. I mean, obviously you've missed, so might as well blow it up.
Here's your mission briefing. With the destruction of the radar installation and SAM positions, we've been able to move closer to the enemy's area of control. Our primary mission is to destroy enemy military facilities and weapons factories. If successful, this mission will greatly diminish the enemy's ability to wage war. We've confirmed the presence of attack helos in the target area, so stay on your toes. Your launch time is 1,400 hours. That is all. Bring yourself back in one piece.
It may be on strike, but we are going to take it anyway.
Okay. I can fight with confidence in this bird.
This plane could have had a pretty awesome loadout. Unfortunately, the Strike Eagle is a fairly old design. And so, for starters, we don't have access to the AIM-9X. And as I'm checking these hard points, it becomes painfully obvious that the Strike Eagle cannot carry any guided air-to-ground missiles. So, unfortunately, this mission will have to be a classic bombing run. The question is which bombs to pick. We've got red bombs, those ones gotta be fast, right? And they come in bundles of 4. So... we haven't seen them before. Let's take them? But as you see, as I put them on, my other hardpoints become empty, because this is one of those situations where you have a lot of hardpoints on the plane, but most of them are mutually exclusive. So let's order 2 bundles of red ones, and the biggest cluster ones we can carry with our free hand, which is centerline. Oh, wow, great. We got a completely different plane, but they're still giving me a write-up on the basic F-15. But I see there is a paragraph on the E somewhere there in the grey.
Get out of there before you're in their range. Do not engage bandits. Wilco. Gargoyle to Jackknife. Seeing the latest picture on target area, please.
Gargoyle, you're cleared on the target. You're 12 o'clock. Gargoyle, you're cleared hot.
Wilco. Committing against ground targets. What are you doing?
I have a rear pilot.
I've got tone. Gargoyle 2, one away.
So, how long till my bombs drop? I don't know how gravity works in this game.
Woohoo! Here you go. Yes! Spike, defending.
The best way not to engage bandits is to kill them all before they can hurt you.
I've got tone. Gargoyle 1, Fox 3.
I hope it won't be spawning enemies in front of me infinitely.
I've got tone. Gargoyle 1, good kill. Gargoyle 2, Fox 2. Gargoyle 1, Splash 1. Good kill!
What is happening down there?
Yes!
I keep hearing yes, I keep seeing success, but the number of primary targets is not going down. I take it I'm not damaging them, or maybe they have a shit ton of hit points and I need to hit them harder.
I've got tone. Radar warning, stay sharp.
Okay, it has to hit. Let's wait for the results and see what it does.
Yes!
And the target is still there, as you can see on the counter. Yeah, those buildings might need stronger ordnance.
I've got tone. Gargoyle 1, good kill. Committing against ground targets.
So all the air threats are dead, all the SAMs are dead, now it's just the 2 of us against 3 buildings which cannot defend themselves and cannot run away. What can possibly go wrong here?
Lost.
Okay, cluster bombs. There's no way they're going to miss.
Gargoyle 1 away. Alright, nice kill.
Sounds like I killed someone, but the primary target is still there. But it's all in a day's work for the UN War Crimes Squadron.
I've got tone.
Okay, let's try again.
Radar warning, stay sharp. Gargoyle 1, tell me what to do.
What? Primary targets. Do you see them? No, I didn't. Let's use the small bombs and let's fire a shit ton of them, like burst fire.
I've got two. What are you doing?
Please die.
Nice kill, Gargoyle 1.
Oh, it worked. I'm kinda shocked this game modeled something as structural integrity for buildings, because in many of those flight sims, you only need to hit them once and they blow up.
Radar warning, stay sharp.
What radar warning? There are no radars in the area. You may be wondering why my plane is shaking every time I'm releasing the bombs. No idea.
Got him. Gargoyle 1, tell me what to do.
Make yourself useful for once?
Roger, committing on target. We're out of ordnance.
Confirm your kills, Gargoyle. We're seeing good secondaries too.
Gargoyle, clean sweep. No targets remaining. Mission accomplished. Head home immediately.
The supply road to the weapons factory was cut off. We must now neutralize the surrounding positions and destroy the weapons factory. Unlike previous missions, we now need to address the perimeter defense. Don't lose your focus. That is all.
I'm no good in difficult situations like that, but it's no problem for you, huh? You've got it going on.
Sorry it's taken longer than it should have, but we're finally ready for the final mission of this chapter.
Here's your mission briefing. We've silenced most of the active strong points in the valley. One remains, though. A weapons factory located in the deepest part of the valley. Your mission is to destroy the remaining main section of the factory, thereby blocking the enemy's ability to build its strength. Gargoyle will enter the valley from the coastal area and destroy the power transformer station adjacent to the weapons factory. Although not confirmed, it's possible that surviving enemy forces are concealing themselves in the valley. Stay sharp. Your launch time is 1400 hours.
Anyone? Does this map make sense?
Brief and over. I wish you success.
I need a really good plane for this mission, and I've only got two candidates really. It's either the Super Hornet or the Su-27. What would Mikhail pick?
Yes, Russian aircraft are indeed the greatest.
Now I'm going to mess around with the loadout and, by a pure stroke of luck, create the perfect loadout for this particular mission. I wasn't trying to, I didn't remember the details, I didn't remember anything about what happens at the obligatory mid-mission breakpoint. We're heading out with 2 long-range air-to-ground missiles and 2 guided bombs. Obviously, if you're playing an expert, this is not going to work for you. You'll have to return back to base and change your loadout, or at least rearm.
Currently, no movement can be detected in the vicinity of the target. The enemy must be in the same situation. Stay sharp out there. Exercise caution. That is all. Switching communications.
Oh, we're fighting Transformers now. Wasn't expecting that. Anyway, this is my second attempt at this frigging mission. Yes, I've cut another 15 minutes, but it is in this second attempt that I'm going to figure out a relatively quick way of dealing with it.
Gargoyle, no new picture at this time. Conditions are as fragged.
Like the enemy, however, we are unable to confirm with radar. Keep an eye out for unseen hostiles. Understood. Proceeding with care.
So, as you can see on the minimap, we've got 4 targets in total, and 2 of them are in the canyon fairly close by, and the other 2 are further along the canyon, and they are swamped with green, which are SAM sites. We don't want to go there. Also, this mission will keep spawning 2 enemy planes right in front of you almost infinitely.
Roger. I will take care of it.
But I am climbing because I have a plan.
Engaging air target.
The first 2 transformers are easy regardless of the tactics you're using, but the other 2, they need an approach.
Gargoyle, target confirmed. You're clear to engage. Watch out for AoE fire.
Roger, Jack 9. Thanks.
However, using bombs gives you this other option. You can just fly too high for the SAMs to reach you, and bombs will still make it down to Earth, one way or another. Well, I don't know what the other way would be, but bombs will make it down to Earth. They're very good at that.
I have got storm.
And the way this game works, if you're flying fast and high, you might be able to release bombs way earlier than you would a missile. And I am definitely too far for their entire SAM network to reach me.
Gargoyle 2, good kill.
So for the rest of the first half of the mission, we are doing this, and laughing at the HUD again. Yeah, they fucked up again. I'll explain in a minute.
I have got storm.
Oh, got lucky here. I'm not sure this plane even has chaff or flares. They didn't voice the lines.
Nice kill, Gargoyle 1.
So whenever you're releasing a bomb in the Su-27, the HUD flashes the word Otpusk. Which is, by the way, misspelled, it's missing a vowel again. But the thing is, it can mean release, in the sense of, I don't know, release of goods from a shop, from a storage, in a very formal way. But for the majority of Russian-speaking people, the word Otpusk means only one thing. Vacation. Yeah, the plane just keeps telling you, I see you've released a TV-guided bomb that weighs half a ton. Let's go on vacation. Okay, let's use a missile here and drop another bomb. It's a slow process, but we're getting there. Taking out every single SAM site to get to the target is even slower.
I have got storm. Did you see that?
Come on, where is the fucking release point? Vacation!
Target confirmed dead.
Okay, let's wait. Eventually those 2 bombs are going to collide with something. I'm a bit surprised the game hasn't been more aggressive in spawning enemy planes in this take. In the previous one, I was getting them all the fucking time. I'd barely shoot down one pair when the next one would spawn.
I have got storm.
What? Ah, I skipped the cutscene in my second take. There was nothing there, just... Guys, hold on, we have new targets.
Your target is a train moving through the valley. At this rate, the target will escape. Watch the valley and your altimeter on approach. You focus all of your attention on the train. You make the ride to the valley wall. Be cautious. Jackson, target info out there. please.
Gargoyle, train confirmed directly ahead of your position. You are cleared hot on the target.
Useful. Engaging target. Stop.
Sorry, but after the first yellow mission, this one's a joke.
Gargoyle 1, grenade shot.
These two guys, you want dead. They shot me down in my first take.
I have got source.
That should do it.
Gargoyle, site is destroyed. Your work.
No problem. Please indicate the next target.
Mission accomplished. Return to base immediately.
The mission was a success, but our allies suffered heavy casualties.
I no longer care.
After we conduct repairs and resupply, our units will commence an all-out assault on the enemy headquarters. Make necessary preparations.
Your previous victories were pure luck. If you do not want to die, you must pay attention.
Nah, I'm doing fine. Got 69 eyesight. Sorry, are you seeing this? Are you seeing those words shutter in the background? The fuck are those? What kind of shutters would there be in a canyon? Maybe they meant a dam? Something? And so, after Nicaraguan canyons, Mexican coast, we are probably wondering what we're going to bomb next. It's South Oceania, which is apparently north of New Zealand. What are we gonna do? Set fire to the place?
I will now brief you on the mission area and situation. We believe the enemy fleet is gathering the waters of an intricate chain of islands, making it difficult for us to detect its location. The fleet is centered around a carrier and its cruiser escorts. The latest Aegis cruisers are also among the escort ships. The presence of Aegis cruisers is unexpected and poses a tremendous threat to our forces. Your mission is to deliver a devastating blow to that fleet gathering in the mission zone. Use caution. That concludes the briefing. Don't let us down. Shatter their shield.
I see. So I guess next time we're playing Carrier Command. No, I don't want to get your hopes up. We're not going to play Carrier Command. That would be too good for this.